Every once in a while, I catch myself feeling like an NPC, just mindlessly consuming everything around me, like I'm stuck on autopilot or dooming through life without even thinking. But recently, I had a realization that completely changed everything. I think I've finally broken free. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what's keeping you stuck in the NPC mindset, why it's holding you back, and how you can break free to take control of your life and make 2025 your best year yet. So let's get it. Okay, first, the reason you're stuck in an NPC mindset is because of something I call the social trap. Basically, this is a trap that we all get boxed into, boxed like a fish because of one of two problems. The first problem comes from always consuming. We're trapped under the screen slaver's spell. We're always scrolling on Reels or TikTok if you haven't caught up with the times. But we see trend after trend. There's always something new and exciting going on. And naturally, we want to fit in, we want to be a part of it, so we consume it even more. Maybe, we see a cool niche new fashion trend going on. So to be cool like everyone else, we tap into it, we buy it. Then there's also the other side of the spectrum that buys into stuff in order to not fit in. These are the MFs that buy into stuff to be different for the sake of being different.
Everyone's just walking around like a bunch of conformists. Go ahead and wear your business suit so you can make $34,000 a year and buy your condominium. They're all zombies racing to their graves.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with that if that's who you are, But I think that this is where it really becomes an issue. Boom. This is what I call the jumping into new identities problem, where you're constantly trend hopping from trend to trend. Oh, this new trend came out. Oh, Sambas aren't cool anymore. Oh, Pumas are cool now. Just hopping trends to be seen as cool or to fit in. But the reason this is bad is because whether you realize it or not, this is just people pleasing in disguise. Every decision you make, what you wear, what you do, how you present yourself, revolves around what others think about you. This will have you buying into those trends because you'll think that it makes you into a cool guy. But here's the truth. All this trend hopping, people pleasing, chasing after what's always in, this doesn't lead to that satisfaction. This doesn't lead to that personal style, that confidence that we want. If anything, it just leads to inauthenticity. You're the imposter. You're stuck pretending to be someone that you're not, which only creates more problems. Even though it's not that deep, but there's levels to it. For some people it is deeper than others. But if it gets to a point when you're wasting money on clothes that you thought would make you confident, but you just got imposter syndrome and you're just trying to thug it out, bro, that's when it gets to a point where it's all right, bro, I feel like you don't need to be doing all that to get the mysterious aura that you want. But now MF's got imposter syndrome because you thought buying Yoshi Yamamoto was about to give you mysterious cool guy aura. But you don't really even F with archive fashion like that. I may or may not be MFs in this situation. It doesn't matter. Boom. The point is, all this inauthenticity makes you lost. It makes you confused. You're trying to solve problems with the wrong solutions, which creates even more problems. Then your problems just exponentialize. And you told yourself, oh, I'm gonna be a young millionaire at 21, like all these internet money kids that you see online. But now you're just 25 and you're still going to the bins to work on your reselling Depop business. Okay, so that's the first trend that makes people an NPC, where you're jumping trends left and right, constantly changing identities just to impress other people.
This is like when you change skins in Fortnite because you think it'll make you play better. But in reality, it doesn't do shit.
The second one, boom, just being yourself. Crazy take, I know. I know that sounds crazy because you think that this would be the solution to the first problem. With you being more authentic and everything. And in some ways this can help, but there's a big misconception about this that we need to address. The issue with just be yourself is that it assumes that you're already perfect as you are. Now, whether or not that's true, that's a whole nother debate. But here's where things fall apart. If we're all perfect the way we are, why don't we all have the things that we want? Yo, big brain. See the disconnect here? The stars are not all aligning. It's a comforting lie that we tell ourselves. This gets us to settle for less. It convinces us that, oh, we don't need to change. And all it does is just get us back in the same cycle. We get frustrated. We start to complain about why we're not where we want to be. We fall into that victim mindset. So while just being yourself sounds sunshine and rainbows, it's incomplete advice. That's the thing. People don't realize that it's incomplete advice. It's like a good message, But that's not the whole story there. If anything, it just keeps us stuck as NPCs instead of helping us grow. Think of Zuko, right? Bro is full of hatred, no honor, no huzz, lonely, cursed hairline. And look at him after the glow up, the insane transformation. He had to go through the struggles, he had to go through the grinds. It was not all sunshine and rainbows for bro. And now he got his honor back, he's smiling and shit. He got fine shit next to him. That's what happens. Okay, so now we know the two problems that are making us NPCs and why it's holding us back from the life that we want. But now the question becomes, how do we actually change that so that we're not NPCs? So that we get all the good things that we want, the confidence that we want, dress cool, get that personal style that we want, actually live life on our terms in 2025. Well, let me introduce to you, boom, the NPC Venn diagram. Yes, sir. As you can see, we got both the social trap problems, right? Now, the thing is, there's actually good parts of each of these problems. There's a good sense of challenging yourself and always growing with the first one, and a good sense of being authentic and true to yourself in the second one. So, we got the pros and cons, right? The key here is we want to take the pros of both and combine them in the middle, like the Venn diagram, chat, like the Venn diagram. And this is where we form the key to get us out of NPC jail. Cue the Halo music. The middle section of the diagram is what I'd like to call embracing yourself. That's right, embrace yourself, chat. This is the secret to stop being an NPC. Let me explain. The key is to embrace what makes you you and always be building onto it. Be unapologetic about what you're into, because being interested in stuff will make you more interesting. This is the basis of not being an NPC. Boom. Whether it's fashion, gaming, fitness, chess, anime, movies, books, reading, those MFs that are into cars, even MFs that are into bird watching. I got a homie who's really into fish. He has like a badass fish tank with all these $100 exotic fishes, all these like rare exotic corals. And 99% of people would be like, what? That's so random. But you gotta understand that the best thing ever is hearing someone talk about the things that they're passionate about. When they got that little sparkle in their eyes and they can just yap nonstop for hours about like what they're genuinely into and what genuinely makes them themselves. That shit is beautiful. It's that sparkle in their eyes that makes them not an NPC.
Sorry to interrupt this heartfelt moment, but why the actual is there a Mr. Beast for fish and she's a girl? We got fish brain rot before GTA 6.
And honestly, chat, thinking like this has really given me a peace of mind. Everyone has their own things that they're into. And regardless of like how weird or how niche or random those things are, I try not to judge, right? Because I realize that it's way sicker, 100 times sicker, to be into something than to not be into something. Just the simple fact that you're into something will make you a million times more interesting, a million times less of an NPC than someone who's just drifting through life. I mean, there's nothing wrong with drifting through life, but I feel like most of us don't want to drift through life. So I just think I would be doing a disservice to you guys if I wasn't keeping it a buck, if I wasn't keeping it real about how I'm feeling. Because if I'm feeling this way, I know some of you guys are probably feeling this way. We're all trying to figure out this life shit. Like, yes, I am pretty brain rotted on Instagram Reels, but I also got ambitions and shit. So it's like, it's the duality of man. I be brain rotted, and I'm not trying to preach, but like this is so important, chat. When you stop chasing trends and worrying about what others think, and instead own your individuality. Now that I said that out loud, it's kind of like a live, laugh, love type of statement, but like, it's kind of true. That's when you really stand out. Even if people hate on it or call it corny, it doesn't matter, because it's real and meaningful to you. That's where the power comes from. That's where the confidence comes from. That's when you're living life. The things people might tease you about, like if you're into some random niche fashion or into anime or into anything like that, that's exactly what makes you stand out. It's those interests that make you who you are. And when you actually embrace them, that's when everything changes. That's when you level up. That's when your personal style develops. That's when your confidence goes up. All these other stats. Oh, it's also how you stop dressing like everyone else if you're worried about being basic. And here is the real key to leveling up. When you embrace who you are and combine that with a mindset of lifelong learning, self-improvement, not like corny self-improvement type shit, but like actual improving, like growing type shit, that's when you become unstoppable. That's when you stop being a people pleaser, because you're no longer basing your choices on what others think. You know, it saves you time. You're not wasting energy worrying about other people's opinions. It saves you money. You're not blowing cash on trends just to fit in. And it builds your true confidence. Like, not even on some corny shit. When you actually truly embrace who you are, it doesn't matter what fucking Tyler from high school thinks of you anymore, because you're just focused on living a life that you want to create for yourself. That's truly how you break out of this NPC mindset. So I guess if I was to boil it down to simple terms, to stop being an NPC, embrace what you're authentically interested in, you know, what makes you you. If you grew up watching this cartoon as a kid and you're like really into this random niche thing, embrace that. Turn it into everything that you take in life becomes part of your story. It becomes a chapter in your story, you know. As a kid, I was really into video games. Dude, I was actually obsessed with video games. That's why in my videos you'd be seeing me add some brain rot, like video game stuff, some references. All these things are part of me, you know. And that's how it should be for you guys. Like, every little thing that you experience in life, that's what makes you you. And I feel like we should be embracing it, you know. That's
Oh, the good old days. Like music to my ears.
That's how you develop your personality, your personal style, you know. Then keep exploring new interests, but don't let others' opinions control your choices. Live for you, not for them. So that's how you stop being an NPC and actually live the life that you want in 2025. By the way, I'm looking for a video clipper, so if you're interested and you're good, hit me up. My Instagram's in the description. And if you want to watch my video on why you're not glowing up and how to actually glow up, click the video here.